Okay, so today I tried to just want to show you something which we usually do when programming because you have to test it. Usually, if you have some scatter graphics that you're going to make, also you're going to have um, but from the scatter graphics, you need also to program in the logic to operate local and remote. So what you're looking at is an HMI for Smartix, which is Siemens also. Um, Looking at this, what you're looking here at from my from the left side, this is what I have programmed, and on the right side, this is what I am simulating to see if it's working properly. Now, this thing doesn't work alone. So this is the iPhoto. From here, you have to make the tags. So HMI has its one tags. You can see I've already made the tags and I've linked them to PLC sim, which is the same here. I'm not using the actual PLC. So looking at all this, we have also certain tags for PLC tags. These are the PLC tags that I created. Okay. Somewhere you're seeing the M's, these are memory tags. Where you're seeing the I's, these are just the digital input tags or discrete inputs. Then you have the Q's where which means the output. Okay. So on this part, this is where my program is for the logic that you are seeing that will control is either the motor somewhere or a ride or anything that you want to run. Okay. So this one is having local and remote with the this is the local operation, meaning it has interlocked with the remote operation. It can't operate when the remote has engaged, and even in remote it can't operate when the local has also engaged the local operation, meaning you have to have a selector switch in short. So the other thing when programming this kind of HMI and PLC tags, you have to map them. After you do that, you have to map them. Like I said, you can't map from the PLC side tags. You have to map from the HMI tags. Okay. So what you're seeing, these are PLC tags which I've mapped with the together with what HMI tags. HMI tags should be all memories. There's nothing like you need to output something unless you are doing analog, but they should be memories, memory tags that needs to be to trigger something. So on this, I've used like the sims, two simulators, WinCC and the logic simulator. So on this one, you can see that I just need to show to say if I press an emergency button in the field, is it going to work? So this pretend this is the local control panel. So if I press an emergency, so I've pressed an emergency. If you can see the emergency is released for now. Yes, so if I press this needs to change and this light needs to turn on, like I said. So if I press that, you see the color has changed to green and it's saying emergency pressed. Okay, if I release it will go back to red. Okay, meaning the field button operation. Then if I say local operation, so if you can see on the screen this local operation, once I press put select the switch to local operation, it needs to indicate that it's operating in local, meaning it can operate in remote. They are going to use the start stop from the field side. Then if we press remote operation, it needs to come like that to show that it's remote. So if you see, if I release, it's releasing. So you have to indicate that it's remote. So if I want to run the motor, since at the moment this program can only run properly after wiring from outside PLCs or local control panels. This is the SCADA side that we are interested in, if it's functioning properly and the interlock is functioning properly. So if I try to say um, I run the motor now, I will run the motor from here, okay? In remote, because this is a memory tag, I'll run it from here. I can modify this tag to 1. Once I just do that, you'll be able to see that from 91cc that the motor is running. Once I press the emergence button from the local side or the stop side, which is here, if I press stop, it needs to stop like that. So once I press stop, it needs to stop. Or once I press an emergency, it needs to stop. Just that thing. It's a bit lagging. Okay. So we understand from the side. See, they are local and remote. So if I put it in, I say I run now that was the local. Now if I run that was the remote. If I run the local side of it, I modify this one to 0 or to 1. Sorry, it will run, and the meaning this one, which is the remote, can't run because the selection is on local. But for now, that can be viewed from the once everything is wired. So once I run this, it will still indicate the motor is running. Okay, but in if I say in remote, meaning I have to do my selection here, which is remote. It's running in local, so I have to indicate that it's running in local. That will be indicated local. It will run like that. Okay. So apart from all this that we have stated, the other part I wanted to show you is that the if you press stop now, since this is the local side, it needs to stop. Okay, so that's true, and you see it's first like that. It's coming on, so that's stopped. Okay, and if you press start or local stop, it will do the same. So the other thing is these things that you are seeing here, especially on the remote side, um, this program that you're seeing here is also operating from this side. It's accepting the start. So our start is here. Since it's a memory bit, I'll start from here. Once I press start from on the HMI, you'll be able to see that my start is able to engage, which is this one. Okay. Even the stop, which is here, is also engaging. Once I press stop, it's disengaging and engaging. So you see the color is changing from green to blue, meaning there is no power. Okay. Even the emergence side, if you I press emergence from here, the emergence is that's it's not showing because it's not yet linked to the it's only linked to the local operation, not to the remote operation. Okay. So we can all do this once we start understanding automation at its based. I've been doing this for quite a long time, so please do it safely. Just follow the procedure, which is simple. Memory bits is for SCADA system, the SCADA graphics, which would be the HMI graphics. Then discrete inputs, they will be for PLC side. This side, that's when you can do everything, even analog inputs from this side. But this side is just memory to show the graphics of what's happening. Thank you for today.